he reached his full strength and maturity, we gave him hukman wa ilma, wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom and knowledge, these are two separate things. One is, ilm is to have knowledge, you know something, you know a lot of Quran, a lot of hadith. But to act wisely according to that knowledge is hukm, wisdom. So Allah gave Musa alayhi salam wisdom and knowledge, and He mentions wisdom before knowledge. And why did He give this to Musa alayhi salam? Allah mentions, وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And this is how we reward the muhsinin, the good doers, the doers of good. Those who are doers of good, those with whom Allah is pleased. Not necessarily that Allah will give them a nice car and a nice house. The way of Allah rewarding those who do good deeds is to give them knowledge and wisdom. This is Allah's reward and Allah's gift. And as you recall, in this part of the story, where did we end on the last day? Can anyone remember? Where did we end? Where did the story end? Yes. And then something else happened too. Musa's mother was brought back, and now she was feeding him inside the palace of Firaun, and she was getting paid for it. What did Allah promise to Musa alayhi salam's mother? Who can say? Yes, very good. That inna radduhu ilayk, that we will surely return him back to you. And there's something else that was promised to Musa alayhi salam's mother. What was that? In the end of this Surah Al-Qasas, we are going to give out gifts for 3 youngsters who were the most attentive and who could answer the most questions. There was another promise that Allah made to Musa alayhi salam's mother. Naam, Sheikh. وَجَعِلُوهُ مِنَ الْمُرْسَلِينَ. And we are going to make him from among the messengers. So one promise was made true. Musa alayhi salam's mother was united with Musa alayhi salam. What was the second promise? To make him a messenger, right? Fast forward. وَلَمَّا بَلَغَ أَشُدَّهُ. When he reached maturity and his full strength, we gave him wisdom and knowledge. So how did Allah make Musa alayhi salam a prophet? Now that part of the story begins. How did Allah fulfill that promise? Allah says, وَدَخَلَ الْمَدِينَةَ عَلَى حِينِ غَفْلَةٍ مِّنْ أَهْلِهَا. Fast forward, Musa alayhi salam was a child, breastfeeding child. And now fast forward, he's a young man. And what happened between these years? He was raised in the palace of Firaun. He was honored. He got all the education that a son of Firaun would get. And he enjoyed all the protocols of the Firaun's palace and the Firaun's family. So one day, as a young man, Musa alayhi salam entered the city. عَلَى حِينِ غَفْلَةٍ مِّنْ أَهْلِهَا. At a time when there were not many people around. So there was no one to notice him. فَوَجَدَ فِيهَا رَجُلَيْنِ يَقْتَتِلَانِ. So he found 2 men fighting each other. هَذَا مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ وَهَذَا مِنْ عَدُوِّهِ. One of the 2 men belonged to his group. To his group meaning Banu Israel. Musa alayhi salam belonged to Banu Israel. So one of the guys who were fighting belonged to Banu Israel. And the other man was a Coptic, an Egyptian. وَهَذَا مِنْ عَدُوِّهِ. And the other one, and this one, from his enemies. Enemies meaning from the local Egyptians. And you can see that the Pharaoh had created a society that the local Egyptians would view the Banu Israel as enemies, and the Banu Israel would view the local Egyptians as enemies. He ensured that this enmity was there. so that they're never united. Banu Israel was always oppressed, and the Egyptians, the Coptics, they would be okay with it. They would not resist it. Like the settlers. فَاسْتَغَاثَهُ الَّذِي مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ عَلَى الَّذِي مِنْ عَدُوِّهِ. So the one from his tribe, he sought assistance. He sought help from Musa alayhi salam against the one who is from his enemy group. So what Musa alayhi salam did, we all know the story. Musa alayhi salam went there and gave him a huge blow, gave him a punch, smacked him. Musa alayhi salam was a very strong man, very strong man. فَقَضَى عَلَيْهِ. So Musa alayhi salam punched him and accidentally caused him to die. He fell dead. He had fallen dead, that man, right there. And as soon as he saw that, he said, قَالَ هَذَا مِنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ. This is indeed from the handwork of shaitan. What is from the handwork of shaitan? That he got so angry that he was supposed to stop the fighting and save the guy from Banu Israel, right? But he got so angry at this man, because this man was probably, abusing the one from Banu Israel. So he got so angry, and out of anger, he punched this guy with excessive strength because of the excessive anger that Musa alayhi salam felt. So Musa alayhi salam said to himself, هَذَا مِنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ. This excessive anger, which caused me to do this, was from shaitan. He recognized it. إِنَّهُ عَدُوٌّ مُضِلٌّ مُبِينٌ. Indeed, he is certainly a clear, misleading enemy. When we are in a state of anger, shaitan, it's like we have given the pilot seat to shaitan. Shaitan controls us when we are in the state of anger. And shaitan is not only an enemy, he's an enemy who's always misleading. He's an enemy who would make sure you do things which will cause you to fall into trouble. And he recognizes that. Sometimes, when we are angry, we think that we are angry for the right reasons. Was Musa alayhi salam not angry for the right reason? He was seeing an Israeli being oppressed by an Egyptian. So he had right reasons to be angry. But his own nafs overtook, shaitan provoked him, and his anger was excessive. Sometimes you are scolding your wife, you are scolding your children. You think you are doing it for the right reasons, but you end up being angry more than it is necessary. And you end up ruining what you wanted to fix. You end up making things worse. So this is one of the tactics of shaitan, to take control over us when we are in the state of anger. Musa alayhi salam says, قَالَ رَبِّي إِنِّي ظَلَمْتُ نَفْسِي. Indeed, I have wronged myself. فَاغْفِرْ لِي. So please forgive me. فَغَفَرَ لَهُ. So Allah forgave him. فَغَفَرَ لَهُ. Musa alayhi salam is raising his hand. He says, Oh Allah, forgive me. And right after that, Allah says with a fa. Fa means so. Right after that, without any gap, Allah says, فَغَفَرَ لَهُ. Did Musa alayhi salam hear this? No. This was in the background, Allah saying that. Musa alayhi salam did not know if he was forgiven. But he was forgiven just as soon as he finished the sentence. He just killed someone by accident. Can you imagine that? It was not a murder because he did not mean it. But his action led to the death of someone. And Allah, out of His mercy, forgives him as soon as he completes the sentence. فَاغْفِرْ لِي. Oh Allah, I have made a mistake. I have wronged myself. So please forgive me. And as soon as he says that, Allah says, I have forgiven you. How does Allah do that? Allah says, إِنَّهُ هُوَ الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. Indeed, He is all forgiving and He is all merciful. The structure of this sentence says something else too. That this forgiveness and this mercy is exclusive to Allah. This kind of mercy, because of which someone can forgive so quickly. Let's say you had a fight with your younger brother and you hit him. And you hit him so bad that, even if he did not die, but you caused him a fatal injury. You caused him to break a leg, break a hand. How your mother and father are the most merciful to you. But how kind would they be to you when right after you did that? The least they would do is they would smack you first. Or they would not speak to you for days. Allah says that this kind of mercy, this kind of forgiveness is exclusive to Allah. Only He can forgive in this way. فَاغْفِرْ لِي وَغَفَرَ لَهُ. Oh Allah, forgive me. Allah just forgave him right away. إِنَّهُ هُوَ الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. قَالَ رَبِّي بِمَا أَنْعَمْتَ عَلَيَّ فَلَنْ أَكُونَ ظَهِيرًا لِلْمُجْرِمِينَ. Oh Allah, Rabbi. Oh Allah, not oh Allah, Rabbi. Rabbi means, oh my master. He doesn't say, oh Allah. We will come to that inshallah after a while. He says, my master, because you have favored me, you have bestowed your favor on me, فَلَنْ أَكُونَ ظَهِيرًا لِلْمُجْرِمِينَ. I will never be a helper for the wrongdoers. I will never side with the wicked ones. Few things to notice here. First of all, when we think about the favors of Allah, like Musa alayhi salam is mentioning, he is admitting that you have bestowed your favor on me. He recognizes that these favors necessitate actions. Because you have favored on me, bestowed your favors on me, I will not side with the zalimin, with the oppressors. First of all, recognize the favor, then realize that the favors that Allah has given you, be it wealth, be it the intelligence that you have, be it the power that you may enjoy, all these favors that Allah has given you, these necessitate some actions from you. You have to find out what actions it necessitates, it requires from you. So Musa alayhi salam says, because you have bestowed your favor on me, what I will do is, I will never side with the oppressors. فَأَصْبَحَ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ خَائِفًا. So after he makes that dua, he is afraid. Afraid of what? Because he has killed someone. He has killed someone, and he has killed someone from the Coptics, from the Egyptians. And he himself is Banu Israel. And he knows that this can cause him a lot of problems. Because the Coptics, the Egyptians, the people of the Pharaoh, they are not very kind towards Banu Israel. So فَأَصْبَحَ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ خَائِفًا. So Musa alayhi salam became very fearful. يَتَرَقَّبْ. He is watching out. He is on alert. He is watching out in the city. He is walking in the city. He is afraid and he is watching out. Did anyone find out? Remember that when he killed someone, when he punched that guy, it was at a time when the people were not noticing. عَلَى حِينِ غَفْلَةٍ مِّنْ أَهْلِهَا. Musa alayhi salam entered the city at a time when there were not many people around. So that incident happened without many people noticing it. So Musa alayhi salam is afraid. Did anyone find out about the incident yesterday? He's afraid. And he's watching out. So right at that position, when he is so afraid and always thinking that what just happened yesterday, it could cause me a lot of problems. Right at that moment, he finds the same guy he helped yesterday calling out his name. فَإِذَا الَّذِي اسْتَنصَرَهُ بِالْأَمْسِ يَسْتَصْرِخُ. He suddenly finds that man who he helped yesterday. He is seeking his help, crying out his name. O Musa, Ya Musa, يَسْتَصْرِخُ. قَالَ يَسْتَصْرِخُ. He's crying out his name and calling him. So as soon as Musa alayhi salam sees him again with another fight with someone else, with another Egyptian, he's like, man, you are a trouble. Yesterday you were fighting someone, and now you got yourself into another trouble with someone else. You are messy. So he says, قال له موسى إنك لغوي مبين. Indeed, you are a troublemaker, man. You are a troublemaker. غوي مبين. فلما أراد أن يبطش بالذي. And so what happened after that? There is something between the lines. So he was clearly not intending to get himself involved into another fight. Musa alayhi salam was not willing to do that because of what happened yesterday. But when he saw that this Israeli, he was with this Egyptian, and this Egyptian, he was abusing this Israeli. So he remembered that he should not be siding with the oppressors, and he should always be helping the one who is oppressed. He feels that. So after he feels that, he says to himself that he needs to help him. This is between the lines. It's not mentioned in the Quran, but we can understand that something like this has happened. So he was about to lay his hands on the Egyptian. He was about to beat him and stop him in order to release the Israeli from his hands. فَلَمَّا أَرَادَ أَنْ يَبْطِشَ بِالَّذِي هُوَ عَدُوٌّ لَهُمَا. When he wanted to lay his hands on the enemy, on the foe, like the Egyptian. The enemy said, Ya Musa. The Egyptian says, Ya Musa, O Musa, أتريد أن تقتلني كما قتلت نفسا بالأمس? Do you want to kill me like you killed a soul yesterday? He hits Musa right where he was afraid of. Musa alayhi salam was afraid all this time. Did anyone find out? And what will happen if anyone finds out? No one is going to judge him based on his intentions. Everyone is going to judge him because of what happened, and everyone is looking excuse to oppress people from Banu Israel, to abuse the Banu Israel and to punish them. And I have killed someone. No one will ask for my intention. He's afraid. So this man realizes from the conversation between Musa and the Israeli that something happened yesterday. That Musa alayhi salam got into a fight yesterday and there was a man who was killed. So this man says, Aturidu an taqtulani? Do you want to kill me also like you killed someone yesterday? Musa alayhi salam is afraid. And then he says, In turidu illa an takuna jabbaran fil ard. You only want to be a tyrant in the land. You only want to show that you are mighty in the land. وَمَا تُرِيدُ أَن تَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُصْلِحِينَ. And you surely don't want to make peace. You're not a peacemaker. You're not the one who fixes things and makes peace. You are the one who seeks power, who seeks to show his might, and who causes problems. The statement that this Coptic guy made is a very sensitive statement and a very crucial statement for us to ponder on. Musa alayhi salam, he committed a mistake. He is from Banu Israel. Banu Israel is always oppressed and abused and punished for no reason. This guy, this Egyptian, he was abusing the Israeli, right? When Musa alayhi salam came to rescue the Israeli, the Egyptian knew that Musa alayhi salam was doing something right. But he wanted to threaten him with an accusation which is one of the most sensitive of accusations in the land of Pharaoh. The first one is particularly sensitive to the case of Musa alayhi salam. He hit someone yesterday and ended up killing him. And the second one is even more sensitive. When he says, you want to be mighty in the land. Now, when a guy from Banu Israel is known to be mighty and powerful and showing his might around in the land of Pharaoh, it also means that he is trying to compete or will compete with the authority of Pharaoh in the near future. It's like accusing someone in a country where there's a tyrant ruling, accusing someone of revolt. So he uses that against Musa alayhi salam, a political accusation that you seek to do tyranny, you seek power, and you seem to be saving people. You seem to be saving people and making peace, but you are not a peacemaker. You are not a peacemaker. Rather, you are seeking power. Do you see where I'm coming from? This man, who is the oppressor himself, this Egyptian, he is accusing Musa alayhi salam that you are being tyrant, you are being like a tyrant, and you seek power in the land of Pharaoh. He doesn't say you just want to show your power to me. No, you are seeking power in the land. So he is using that political statements to put Musa alayhi salam in a vulnerable situation. You see, recently you saw that there was an organization which is soon probably going to be recognized by the UK government as a terrorist organization, Palestine Action. They are calling against genocide. They are calling against genocide. They are calling against terrorism, state terrorism. But instead, these people are being labeled as the terrorists. Even corporations, big corporations, because of their benefits, warmongers, because of their own benefits, they label people, they label political oppositions, they label countries as terrorists. And because they can sell this word, terrorism, they use this word against anyone they want to overpower. Like this man is using it against Musa alayhi salam. Even though they know Musa alayhi salam is known to be a peacemaker. That's why he says, you are not a peacemaker that you claim to be, or that people know you about, that people know of you. You're not that. You are a terrorist. You are causing tyranny. You seek power. You're not doing da'wah. You're not doing da'wah. You're not spreading Islam, which is the religion of peace. You are seeking to go to power. You are seeking government authority. He's making statements like this. وَمَا تُرِيدُ أَن تَكُونَ مِنَ الْمُصْلِحِينَ. Okay. And in the middle of this conversation, وَجَاءَ رَجُلٌ مِّنْ أَقْصَى الْمَدِينَةِ يَسْعَى. A man comes running from the end of the city. From the end of the city, meaning from the area where Pharaoh lives. it is said that the kings, they used to make their palaces in the outskirts of the city or in the last end of the city, because when they make that, if people revolt against them, they would have an easy way out. So a man from Mufassirun have said that this is the same man who was trying to save Musa alayhi salam when Fir'aun wanted to kill him and chase him. This was the same man, Rajulun Mu'minun min Ali Fir'aun, the believing guy from the people of Pharaoh. So this man comes running from the other end of the city. He comes running and he says, Ya Musa, innal mala'a ya'tamiruna bik. O Musa, the chiefs, the Congress, they are plotting against you to kill you. لِيَقْتُلُوكَ فَخْرُجْ. So go out. إِنِّي لَكَ مِنَ النَّاصِحِينَ. I am a well-wisher. Go out, escape. They are going to kill you. So Musa alayhi salam, فَخَرَجَ مِنْهَا. Musa alayhi salam goes out. Musa alayhi salam goes out of the city. خَائِفًا يَتَرَقَّبْ. He's afraid and he's watching out. And as he is going out of the city, he makes a dua. قَالَ رَبِّي. He makes that dua again with what? Rabbi. What does Rabbi mean? Anyone amongst the youngsters? Oh my master. He doesn't say Allahumma. Allahumma means, oh Allah. But he says Rabbi. Rabbi denotes a relationship. Allah means, Allah is the name of Allah, and it mainly denotes that He is the ma'bud, He is the one we worship, He gives orders and He forbids, we worship Him. But Rabb, it denotes a relationship. It indicates a relationship we have. Rabbi, najjini min al-qawmi al-zalimin. Please save me from these wrongdoing people. Please save me from these zalim people. So he's getting out of the city. وَلَمَّا تَوَجَّهَ تِلْقَاءَ مَدْيَنَ. What is coming up, it is one of my favorite part of the Quran. وَلَمَّا تَوَجَّهَ تِلْقَاءَ مَدْيَنَ. And when he made his way out and he turned towards Madian. When he was making his way out, he did not know where he was going. But he happened to turn towards Madian. Madian is a place now located in northwest Saudi Arabia. So from Egypt, he is escaping. And he happened to turn towards that direction, not without knowing where he is going. Allah says, وَلَمَّا تَوَجَّهَ تِلْقَاءَ مَدْيَنَ. When he turned towards Madian on his way out, قَالَ عَسَى رَبِّي أَنْ يَهْدِيَنِي سَوَاءَ السَّبِيلِ. I trust my master that he will guide me to the right way. He don't know where he will go. He don't know which way he should go and where he will find shelter. But he makes that dua. Ya Rabb, oh my master, I trust you that you will show me the right way, the easy way, the straight way. And after 5, 6, 7 days, a few days, he reaches Madian. وَلَمَّا وَرَدَ مَاءَ مَدْيَنَ. When he reached the water of Madian. The water of Madian meaning the well of Madian. Why does Quran mention the water of Madian? Because back in the day, communities were built around the source of water. And people used to gather around the water. They used to come to collect water. So if he wanted to find some people, a community, if someone wanted to find a community, they would go to the place of the water, the place of the well. They would find people there. So he went to that place. So when he reached there, وَجَدَ عَلَيْهِ أُمَّةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ. He found a group of people there. يَسْقُونَ. They were watering their herds. Their sheep, their animals, they were watering them. وَوَجَدَ مِن دُونِهِمْ امْرَأَتَيْنِ تَذُودَانِ. And he noticed two women, two girls, right there. They were holding back their animals. They were not taking water. They were holding back their animals. قَالَ مَا خَطْبُكُمَا. So as he was noting this scene, there are people gathering water, but there's these two girls. They are with their animals, but they are holding back. So he goes up to these two ladies and says, مَا خَطْبُكُمَا. What's the matter with you? What is wrong? Is there anything wrong? Why are you holding back? Why are you not taking water? They said, قَالَتَا لَا نَسْقِي حَتَّى يُصْدِرَ الرِّعَاء. They said, we cannot water, we cannot collect the water, we cannot water our animals until all the other shepherds are gone. Meaning they don't want to get inside the crowd where there are other men. They don't want to do that. They are waiting for the crowd to go away. When there's enough space and no one's bumping into the other, they're waiting for that time. And they say that we are waiting for the shepherds to go away. وَأَبُونَا شَيْخٌ كَبِيرٌ. And our father is a very old man. So they're explaining the reason they're there. They're saying that they're only there because there are no other man in their household. If there was another man, they would have done the job. But there are no other man. And our father, he's an old person. So we have to do this. So Musa alayhi salam saw that these ladies, they need help. So Musa alayhi salam فَسَقَى لَهُمَا. Musa alayhi salam watered their herd for them. He took their animals, he went forth, and he watered their animals. فَسَقَى لَهُمَا ثُمَّ تَوَلَّى إِلَى الظِّلِّ. And then he turned back to the shadow, to the shade. He turned back to the shade he was in, perhaps a tree. He turned back to the shade. He helped these ladies and he turned back. One of the benefits of this is that when you help someone, the word suggests tawalla. Tawalla means to withdraw completely, to turn away completely. He was not waiting for them to be extra friendly with him. He withdrew and turned away from them completely. And he went back to the shade and said, and made a dua. قَالَ رَبِّي إِنِّي لِمَا أَنزَلْتَ إِلَيَّ مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَقِيرٌ. One of the most beautiful dua of the Quran. قَالَ رَبِّي إِنِّي لِمَا أَنزَلْتَ إِلَيَّ مِنْ خَيْرٍ فَقِيرٌ. Oh Allah, I am in need of whatever provision you may have in store for me. Musa alayhi salam has been walking for days, perhaps a week. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't have food with him left. He doesn't have much clothes with him, much food with him. He needs food, he needs shelter. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't know what he is going to do. He has no idea. He makes this dua in that state. Oh Allah, I am in need, I am a faqir. He says, Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. You know what faqir means? Close. Faqir is beggar and poor in our language. Faqir is needy, yes. Faqir means needy, to be in desperate need. So he says, Oh Allah, I am a faqir for the provision that you have in store for me. Now what happens next? Allah says, فَجَاءَتْهُ إِحْدَاهُمَا. So, one of the women came to him. So, right after that, one of the ladies came to him. The word fa is mentioned after this dua. Fa means right after that. So, without any gap. So this means that this lady coming to him, this was because of the dua that he made, and this was because Allah answered his dua. He made the dua that, oh Allah, I am in need of provision, of whatever provision you have in store for me. So Allah answers his dua right away and sends this girl, this lady, to him. فَجَاءَتْهُ إِحْدَاهُمَا. One of the two ladies he helped, they came back. تَمْشِي عَلَى اسْتِحْيَاءٍ. She is walking bashfully. She is walking in a shy manner. قالت إن أبي يدعوك. She came to Musa alayhi salam and she says, إن أبي, indeed my father is inviting you. إن أبي يدعوك ليجزيك. To reward you, my father is inviting you to reward you for what? For the watering that you did for our herd. Our father wants to reward you for what you did for us. So Musa alayhi salam, before we go on to the next part, this word, al tamshi ala istihya, Allah says that one of the ladies came to him and she was walking in a shy manner. You see, Quran, in the description of the stories, when the Quran narrates a story, Quran is very selective in what details are mentioned. Quran does not mention unnecessary details. Quran does not mention unnecessary names. But why does Allah say that this lady, this girl, she was walking in a shy manner? Yes, to prove her character. And what else? Very good. And what else? She is pious. So, pious women, when they have to go out to work, they maintain a modesty which is visible in everything they do. They are not like other women. They maintain a modesty and shyness in the way they carry themselves. The presence of a woman is very powerful. The presence of a woman, the way she speaks, the way she walks, it is very powerful and it has a very strong impact on the men around her. This pious lady, she recognizes that. And she carries herself in a way that is appropriate for a pious lady to carry herself if they have to go out to work, if they have to deal with men. And she explained, and they explained, that when they were out to watering their animals, they explained that they had to go out to water their animals because there were no other men in the family to do that. They had to do it. They had no other choice. So when women have to go out in the community, engage the community, they can. But there is regulations of modesty that they have to abide by. They cannot be over-friendly. They have to maintain that shyness, that modesty, that should be visible, that should make them distinct from other women. Moving on. So Musa alayhi salam is invited to their house. And remember, all this is happening. Why? Because Musa alayhi salam made that dua under that shade. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. My master, I am a faqir. I am so much in need of the provision, of the goodness that you have in store for me. As soon as he makes that dua, it's like he was making this dua like that. He opens his eyes and finds this woman walking to him. And this was as an answer of his dua. As an answer of his dua, Allah put it inside the heart of this woman's father that I should reward this man and find out more about him. So he sent her. And he did not send her with some money to reward him, but he wanted to honor him. It was not a payment for the work that he did, it was actually an honor. He wanted to honor this young man who did this. Because when their daughters went back home early, usually they come at, let's say, Maghrib time or Asr time. Now they came back after Zuhr. How did you come back so early? Yeah, there was this man, young man, he was helping us and he was very kind, and he managed to water all the animals so quickly. Okay, I want to meet him. Let's invite him to our house. So he gets invited. Musa alayhi salam. And I want to remember the du'as that Musa alayhi salam is making. The first du'a, who can remember? The first du'a that Musa alayhi salam made when he was escaping Egypt. What was the first du'a? Anyone? It's easy. I know all of you know it. After I say it, you're going to, yeah, we know it. Easy. Oh Allah, oh Ya Rabb, oh my Master, save me. Yes, from the oppressing people. Najjini min al-qawmi al-zalimin. The first dua he made. That when he was khaifan yataraqqab, he was afraid and he was watching out. Is anyone noticing that I am escaping? Is anyone finding out about me? Has the army been mobilized? Has the police been mobilized? Arrest warrant issued? He was watching out and making that dua. Oh Allah, save me from these oppressing people. They don't know anything. They just want to kill people. They just want to kill as many Banu Israel as possible. Save me. He made the dua. Rabbi najini min al-qawmi al-zalimin. What was the second dua? Who can say? This is the third one. He makes that dua after reaching Madian and after helping these women out. And he returns to the shade and makes the dua. There is another dua he makes when he was heading towards Madian. When he was heading towards Madian, he didn't know where to go. He made the dua that, oh Allah, oh Ya Rabb, Asa Rabbi, an yahdiyani sawa as-sabil. I trust my Master that He will show me the right way. That's a dua. Placing your trust in Allah and having that hope in Allah is a dua. When you say that, I trust Allah that Allah will replace something better for me. Replace this with something better for me. That's a dua. So when he says the second dua, I want you to remember this. The first dua is Najjini min al-qawmi al-zalimin. Oh Ya Rabb, save me from the oppressing people. The second dua is, oh Allah, oh Ya Rabb, guide me to the right way. Guide me where I need to be. The straight way, the easy way. And the third dua he makes, Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. Ya Rabb, I am so much in need of any good, any provision that you have in store for me. So he gets invited to the house. So when he gets invited to the house, فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُ وَقَصَّ عَلَيْهِ الْقَصَصِ, he narrates his whole story to the father of these two women. The Mufassirun have said that, some of the Mufassirun have said that this man is Shu'aib alayhi salam. This man is a prophet of Allah, Shu'aib alayhi salam. And many other Mufassirun have said that no, he is not Shu'aib alayhi salam, but we will not go into that. But he was a pious man, clearly. Either he was a prophet of Allah or a very wise and pious man. So when this pious man meets Musa alayhi salam, he recognizes that Musa alayhi salam is not just another man. And he wants to know more about him. That who are you? Where are you from? What do you do? What's your visa status? What job do you do? Where do you live? Musa alayhi salam says, I don't have any visa. I escaped Egypt. In Egypt, I did a mistake. I killed someone. I punched someone and he died. And those people, they want to try me and they want to kill me. They want to put me on trial and they want to kill me. And they have been killing people from Banu Israel from long ago. He narrates all these to him. فَقَصَّ عَلَيْهِ الْقَصَصِ. Qasas, this is the name of the surah. From there it is taken. So when he narrates this full story to him. What does this pious man say? قال لا تخف. Don't be afraid. I want you to go back to the first dua Musa alayhi salam made. What was the first dua? Save these from the oppressing people. When did he make that dua? He was afraid. He was fearful. Allah says, خائفا يترقب. He was khaif. He was in a constant state of fear as he was escaping. He was in a state of fear and he made that dua, oh Allah, save me, Ya Rabb, save me from the oppressing people. Here, Shu'aib alayhi salam says to him, or this pious man says to him, لا تخاف, don't be afraid. قد نجوت من القوم الظالمين. You have been saved from the oppressing people. He came to Madian, and the reign of the kingdom of Pharaoh doesn't reach here. He has been saved from the armies of Fir'aun. First dua. Then one of the daughters of this man, he says, after this conversation, after he narrates his story, and this old pious man, he says that don't worry, now you are safe. They are done. Probably Musa alayhi salam have to leave and make his way. One of the daughters, she now speaks. She tells her dad, قالت إحداهما يا أبتي. Oh my father, استأجره. Why don't you hire him? We have to do so much work. We have to go out to herd the animals. Why don't you hire him? إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين. The best guy to hire is a strong and a trustworthy person. A strong and a trustworthy person is definitely the best candidate for this task. You know, Al-Qawiyul Amin, strong and trustworthy. This is not a very common combination. You don't find this. Either you find strong people who are not trustworthy, or you find trustworthy people who are not strong. So Musa alayhi salam is a combination of these two. So the daughter says to the father, why don't you hire him? إِنَّ خَيْرَ مَنِ اسْتَأْجَرْتَ الْقَوِيُّ الْأَمِينُ. The best person you can hire for such a task is someone who is strong and trustworthy. And then this pious man, this old man, he makes a proposal to Musa alayhi salam. قال إني أريد أن أنكحك إحدى ابنتي هاتين. I want you to marry one of my daughters, one of these two daughters. إحدى ابنتي هاتين على أن تأجرني ثمانية حجج. Provided with the condition that you will provide service to me for 8 years. فإن أتممت عشرا فمن عندك. If you complete 10 years, that is from yourself. وما أريد أن أشق عليك. I don't want to burden you. I don't want to make it difficult for you. وما أريد أن أشق عليك. ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصالحين. Indeed, you will find me an agreeable man, an easygoing man, and a good man in dealings with you. What just happened? Musa alayhi salam is being given a marriage proposal, a job offer. He had nothing. He did not have food, he did not have shelter, he did not have a family with him. He was all alone. And now, after he helped these young women, these weak young women, and made that dua, Allah answered his dua, gave him a job offer, gave him an offer for marriage, and gave him a visa of 8 years. The scholars have said that this is the mahar that Musa alayhi salam was proposed. That you will marry my daughter on the condition that the mahar is this, that you will serve me for 8 years. And 10, if you can do it from yourself, but I don't want to burden you. Some of the scholars have said that the service was not the mahar, but actually him not leaving Madian 8 years, the time period was the condition only. He would be paid, but just the time period was a condition that you can't leave our family. The time period was a condition that was made. However, what just happened? Musa alayhi salam made that dua, and when he opened his eyes, what he saw was the answer of dua one step after the other. He was given a job offer, a marriage, and a place to stay. Musa alayhi salam says, قَالَ ذَلِكَ مَا كُنَّا نَبْغِ. And before we go to the next ayah, and we will finish soon inshallah. Look at this pious old man. He is actually speaking to someone who is on asylum visa, who's a fugitive. He is wanted by the neighboring country, who is wanted as a criminal by the neighboring country, who does not have a job. But he saw that Musa alayhi salam is a pious man, and what he might have been accused of is not true. He recognized the value of Musa alayhi salam, and he wanted to make it easy for him. So he said that I don't want to burden it and make it difficult for you. He offered his daughter for marriage. He did not seek any money from him. Just made a condition so that he can be a help towards his family. He made that condition. This is how we should be. Be it while getting your daughters married off, or be it while dealing with an employee. Be easygoing. Be kind. If you be kind to others, Allah will be kind to you. This man, he says, satajiduni insha'Allahu min as-salihin. You will find me an agreeable man, an easygoing man, and a good man. I'll not make it difficult for you. And when he is saying that you'll find me a good man, he's not praising himself. This old man, he's not praising himself. In these situations where you have to, you are dealing with someone, you're making a transaction, you are allowed to highlight the good characteristics that you have, which might be beneficial to the person in front of you. It's not like you are mentioning your good characteristics to gain praise of others, but you are trying to gain the confidence of others. It is totally allowed. Like Yusuf alayhi salam mentioned it to the king, that you will find me trustworthy, and I am knowledgeable about this role of the ministry. Yusuf alayhi salam said that to the king, that allow me to take over the ministry of the khaza'inul arda, the treasures of the land. I will take. I am knowledgeable about it. I am knowledgeable of it. I have the knowledge of it. Yusuf alayhi salam proved his credentials. So proving one's credentials, or what can be viewed as praising oneself, is allowed when there is a necessity to prove yourself. So he is being kind and easygoing to Musa alayhi salam, who basically has nothing except for piety. There's a hadith I recall and I want to share, that Rasulullah says that when a man with good character and deen comes to seek your daughter's hand, then marry your daughter to her. Marry off your daughter to her. If you don't do that, there will be corruption in the land. So we have been ordered to prioritize deen and to be easygoing with people. And that's what this Prophet of Allah, Shu'aib alayhi salam, or this pious man is doing. قَالَ ذَلِكَ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَكَ. Musa alayhi salam says that is between you and me. What is between you and me? 8 years or 10 years. Either 8 years or 10 years, it's between us. أيما الأجلين قضيت فلا عدوان علي. Whichever of the two terms I may complete, there is no further obligation on me. There is no further obligation on me. Either I fulfill the 8 years term or the 10 years term. Wallahu ala ma naqulu wakil. And Allah is a witness of over everything we say. A marriage has been just completed. And he completes it by saying, Wallahu ala ma naqulu wakil. Allah is a witness and guardian over what we have said. Now, what just happened? We will find out on the next day, inshallah, the rest of the story. But what just happened? Musa alayhi salam was returned to his mother. The promise to his mother to make him a prophet. It required years of training. Some of the training, some of the education he got as he got that as he was growing up. He got the education in the palace of pharaohs. And there was another education that he needed, another spiritual guidance that he needed, which was not possible in Egypt. That's why Allah chose for him another place called Madian. And how did he go to Madian? Was he sent an email that you have to come to Madian? You have a training here? Was Jibreel came down to him? No. It was a series of incidents which looked like things were turning against Musa alayhi salam. But what was happening was Musa alayhi salam was being guided by Allah to a place where he will receive further training in his akhlaq, further training in his spirituality with a wise man, a good family, a prophet of Allah, Shu'aib alayhi salam. He will receive that training before he is given the task, which we will find out in the next part of the story, that after he leaves Madian to visit his family in Egypt, he speaks to Allah. He speaks to Allah at Mount Tur. We'll find that out in the next day. But when he was saying, وَلَمَّا تَوَجَّهَ تِلْقَاءَ مَدْيَنَ, when he was heading towards Madian, he said that عَسَى رَبِّي أَنْ يَهْدِيَنِي سَوَاءَ السَّبِيلِ, I trust Allah that Allah will guide me the right way. Did he know which way he was going? Did he know? He did not know. But Allah was guiding his footsteps. His brain did not know where to go. His heart did not know which way to turn. But when he made that dua, Allah was guiding his footsteps towards Madian. Allah was guiding the hearts of the people there to help him, to shelter him, to give him a job, to give him their daughter. He makes that dua and he sees the answering of that dua immediately. فَجَاءَتْهُ إِحْدَاهُمَا, the lady comes to him and he is being offered a job, a marriage with that single dua. The duas that we make, we might forget, just like you forgot the duas that Musa alayhi salam made. We mentioned it, but we forgot. The duas that we make, we might think that those are insignificant, but those are actually the sails of our journey. Through those duas, Allah guides us to a lot of goodness that we can't imagine. Musa alayhi salam had nothing. And when he made that dua, he had everything he needed. What was the dua? Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. I want you, all of us, to memorize this dua. Can we say it together at least once? Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. I once saw a dream. Sorry, my friend once saw a dream. I was in Mecca. I was doing Umrah. A friend of mine, he texted me that he saw me in his dream teaching him this dua. That I used to teach him Arabic. So he saw in his dream that I was teaching him this dua, that you should make this dua, Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir, for everything. So after that, I used to make this dua a lot. But when I heard my friend saying that he saw a dream me teaching him this dua, I felt a very special connection with that dua. And every time I got an opportunity to make a quick dua to encompass everything I need, but I don't have the time to verbalize everything I need, I made this dua. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. Oh Allah, I am in need of any goodness you may have in store for me. I am very much in need of every sort of goodness you have in store for me. I need job, I need marriage. You want to verbalize these to Allah. All of that is inside of this dua. And when you say that dua, Allah will give you everything you need, because you told Allah that, Allah, I am in need of the goodness that you have in store for me. There are good things that you need that you may not even know, but Allah knows. So Allah will send you that. Musa alayhi salam did not know that he needed a pious man or a prophet to guide him, to train him, to groom him for the mission that is coming up. But Allah knew. Allah guided him right to that family, to that lady that he needed. Allah guided him right to that job that he needed. That was the perfect job for him in that land and that time. It was the perfect job which guaranteed him an 8 years of visa and a marriage. Allah knew all of that. He did not know. All of that was granted to him because of that dua. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. And when did he make that dua? After helping someone. When you are in trouble, when you don't know which way to go, help someone out. Be kind to someone. And then don't seek anything from them. Make dua to Allah. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. I have been trying to practice this. Whenever I get the opportunity to help someone, I help them. And I say this dua. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. Lord Allah, I am in need of any good that you may have in store for me. I don't know what I need. When I verbalize my dua, I can mention some things I need. I can miss out on many things I need. But when I make that dua, oh Allah, I need everything you have in store for me. Allah will grant me everything I need. May Allah enable us to place our trust in Him and make the du'as of our lives the sails of the journey of our life. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Any questions, please? Ayah number. The ayah number is of this dua. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir is ayah 24. Ayah 24. Sheikh.
If someone asks, where is Madian?
Where is Madian?
Yeah, Madian is a place in the northwest of Arabic Peninsula.
Yes.
It is near the city of Tabuk.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Our youngest must
Yes.
know this place.
Yes. Saudi Madian is now the current location of Madian is in the northwest of the Arabian Peninsula, which is in Saudi Arabia now. Yes, please. What was that? Oh, Musa alayhi salam's brother, he was not with him clearly. It's not mentioned here. It's not mentioned here. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Yes, Firaun knows that. Firaun knows that. Firaun knows that, and Firaun tries to threaten him with that. Later on, we'll find not in this surah, in another surah, inshallah. And just a moment. Like we mentioned that the man, the Egyptian guy, who was threatening Musa with accusations of being a tyrant and a mighty in the land, it resembles with the saying of Firaun. Firaun says to Musa alayhi salam in a confrontation that we will find out maybe in another surah, in another tafsir session, that Musa, he says that if I am not mistaken, that, oh Musa, you want to take us out of our land with your magic. When he can't fight Musa alayhi salam with the magicians, then he accuses Musa alayhi salam of something that Musa alayhi salam never intended. He says that you want to drive us out of our lands. He wants to make him an enemy of the state. He wants to depict Musa alayhi salam on Fox News as an enemy of the state, as a terrorist, just because he can't fight him with the truth. And this Egyptian guy, when Musa alayhi salam is about to grab his collar, grab his shoulders and beat him, he says that you seek tyranny in the land. Are you competing with Firaun? You are not a peacemaker. You don't want to do da'wah. You only seek power. He makes that accusations. And such is the case of any oppressor. And these are the people. Not only Firaun was the oppressor, these people was enabling the oppression that Firaun was committing. They were enabling it. They were making it easy for Firaun to do the ta'zib, to the punish Banu Israel however he wished. Please. No, you can't be wise without knowledge. You need knowledge to be wise. No. You need both of them. Beautiful contemplation. Yes, please. He is himself? Okay. I have not come across that. Okay, interesting. Can you name it? Which tafsir? Let me know if you find it out. Okay. Please.
In the Quran, so many times I have heard it saying, if you have someone, you wrong someone, you do any injustice to someone, then the wrongdoer coming to seek forgiveness from the victims, because he is victim. On the other hand, Allah cannot really forgive the wrongdoer. It's only the prerogative of the right of the victims. So in this sort of like somehow exclusive power Allah subhanahu
Exclusive power, by exclusive power, I meant that this kind of mercy, this does not exist in any creation, with any human being. This kind of mercy is exclusive to Allah. Meaning, no one can be kind like this. No one can be so merciful that he ended up committing such a huge mistake. But Allah forgives in the blink of an eye. Yes. But Musa alayhi salam did not oppress anyone. Musa alayhi salam made a mistake by becoming over angry, but it was not like he intended to kill. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. If it was possible for Musa alayhi salam, I'm sure he would have done that. But if he went there, he knows that the Fir'aun is an oppressor and he will not judge justly. He will issue a death warrant.
So what I'm trying to say is that people can extrapolate from this. If you're in trouble like this, Allah can forgive asking you because He ultimately forgive you.
Yes, Allah can forgive, but when I have the opportunity to seek forgiveness from the one I have mistakenly wronged, I must seek that. If there is no way, Allah understands. If there is no way, yes, 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 please. First thing is, this is before prophethood, and this is not actually that kind of sin. This is like he wanted to do something good. He wanted to stand by the oppressed and stand against the oppressor. Like he said that, oh Allah, because you have bestowed your favor on me, I will not never side with the oppressor. He wanted to do that, but he made a humanly error. His anger overtook him, and he was a strong man, and by mistake he ended up killing someone, but still he sought forgiveness. Yes, brother. Yes, just in the next day we'll find out Musa alayhi salam becomes a prophet. And Musa alayhi salam has been mentioned in quite a few surahs. Each place Musa alayhi salam's story is mentioned, it deals with a specific angle of the story, some specific lessons that is not dealt with anywhere else in the Quran. So in this part, we don't see much conversation with Fir'aun. We see the early life of Musa alayhi salam, and before the prophethood. We will see some conversation with Fir'aun, but most of it is before what happened. It's beautiful that you are asking so many questions and you are engaged. You are engaging. I totally appreciate it. Yes. Do you have any questions? Did you understand? Okay, very good. Okay. Any questions? Okay. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.